is Mike Cayley 7. I believe today is October 5th. It might be October 6th, but I'm thinking it's the 5th. 2016. As usual, on my way to work. I figure I'd talk to you about politics today. And my disappointment with even the third-party candidate. I know there's at least two of them, but the major third-party candidate, the only one that even had a remotest chance, which he didn't really have a chance, but his name was Gary Johnson, and he, I was thinking, you know, he's got some pretty decent ideas. But lately, his impossible candidacy has become ridiculous. Just kind of sad. He didn't know where Aleppo was, didn't even know the name. Like, what is Aleppo? He's like, what? What's Aleppo? If you're going to be president of the United States, you should know shit like that. Could not name one world leader. Period. Not one that he admired, but just couldn't name any. If you're going to be president, you should know a couple of them at least. I mean, I don't know that many world leaders myself, but I'm not running for president. There's that. And then he was defending himself on the news by saying, well, if you cross the T's and dot the I's on these countries and these world leaders, well, that gives you license to now drop bombs on them. I'm thinking, what? So you're basically saying that knowing other countries makes you want to bomb them? I mean, I know that's not necessarily what he meant, but it rings as inarticulate. So, if you're going to be president, you have to have a better, you've got to bring a better game to the table than that. Now, Trump obviously is a complete disaster, and Clinton is a typical slimy politician. Change Clinton to a guy, and how is she different than Bill, basically, or Nixon? I mean, she's just a slimy politician. That's what they are. Politicians are slimy. If you have Trump in office, you'll have a lot of cases where he'll try to do things that he can't do because he's constitutionally unable to do them. If you get Clinton in there, she'll probably get impeached within the first 6 months. I'm sure they'll find something on her. I think either way, the next 4 years are going to be interesting in the Chinese history sense. You know that old saying, right? May the times you live in be interesting. And that's a curse. Old Chinese curse. So there really is nobody that's good. There's nobody good to vote for. Oh well. Hopefully our democracy will weather this storm. Did you hear Texas? They said apparently there's a report saying that Texas wants to secede from the Union if Clinton gets in. Secede from the Union. Now, color me biased, but I'm thinking we already settled that question about whether or not you can secede. And I think that question was sealed in the blood of 600,000 or more American lives. 600,000 people died because of that issue. Do you really want to go there again? You want to invalidate all of that? I'm a constitutionalist. And there's nothing in the Constitution that says you can secede from the Union once you're in. I may be wrong, but I don't think so, because that's why we had the Civil War. I know you'll say the different reasons for the Civil War. That's not the issue. The issue is, does a state have the right to secede from the Union? And I say no. So even to say that, well, we're going to secede if Clinton gets elected, I think it borders on treason. It really does, in my opinion. See this thing on the back of this guy's vehicle? I don't like these things. Because you can't really see it until you're really right up on it. It juts out about 3 feet, 2.5, 3 feet from the back of the vehicle. At least he's got those fishing pole holder things on there. Kind of gives you a clue that it's even there, because if it was all black, you wouldn't even see it. Is this truck going to pull out in front of me? Oh, he was thinking about it. Thank you for not pulling out in front of me. So that hurricane is coming. Hurricane Matthew is currently just off the coast of Cuba, north of Cuba, heading toward the Bahamas. It's a Category 3 as of this morning. They say it could go back to Category 4 status. The governor of Florida said evacuate, and he says, 911 and stuff, they're not going to be able to help you when the hurricane hits, because obviously they'll be overtasked and maybe the roads will be impassable, so get the hell out. Kind of like they said in Katrina. North Carolina has declared emergency in 66 counties. The track might bring it right over Raleigh. It might bring it over the Outer Banks. It might put it over the middle of the Atlantic. Who knows? We haven't had a really big hurricane hit here since 1994 or something. Floyd, I think it was. Or Fran, one of them. I know I had an F in it. I've been through a few. Being from Massachusetts, we've had our share of hurricanes. Nothing too devastating. And I was in Fiji when there was a huge hurricane. It was called Cyclone Gavin. And that killed the son of the Peace Corps nurse. His name was Eli Weir, and he was on the, it was a University of South Pacific boat. He was learning how to be an oceanographer or something. He was on a big fishing boat called the Wassa Wassa 1, and they went southwest of the main island group because the hurricane was supposed to go directly over the main island group down to the southeast. It bounced off the main island group and went directly to the southwest where everybody in their boats had gone. All hands lost. Never found the boat, never found any indication of whatever happened to them. You know what happened to them. Terrible. Hurricanes are nothing to mess with, folks. So if you live in the path of one, especially if you're on the coast, get ready. All right, I think I'm going to sign off here as I sit in traffic. This is Mike Haley 7, hoping that you are well and safe. Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. Welcome to my new subscribers. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.